So don't let yourself get tricked with somebody else's rules or concepts of what you are supposed to be or what you are supposed to achieve. Hola, my name is Andrea and I help people remember who they are so they can live the life that they always dream of. Today I want to talk to you about self-worth and self-esteem. So are self-worth and self-esteem the same thing? Because if you go and you look at a dictionary, the definition for self-esteem is self-worth and the definition for self-worth is self-esteem. So that makes it kind of complicated to actually understand. They seem to be the same thing, but they are actually not. Self-esteem has to do with the way that you see yourself and your belief, the belief of who you are in this planet. So self-esteem has a lot to do with the 3D world that we live in, with this physicality that we have, and what we are expected to do, or what our society declares that we have to do, the way that we see ourselves and the role that we play in this planet. Self-worth has actually a more spiritual explanation or definition. Self-worth has to do with the essence of who you truly are. Yep, I just said it. Self-worth has a spiritual meaning, while self-esteem has a very earthy, physical meaning. And I understand that this is not really the way that most people see these two definitions, but hear me out. I'm about to explain why self-worth really has to do with your essence and with a spiritual plane instead of a 3D earthy plane that we live in. So you can understand really why these two concepts are so different. So self-worth, as I said, has to do with the essence of who you truly are. There is nothing that you can do to change that. It's the value that you have as a person. So there's nothing that you can do to increase your self-worth, and there's nothing that you can do to decrease your self-worth. Your self-worth just is. It's your birthright. You are worth it. There is nothing that you or anybody can do to change that. It's something that you have assigned, something that has been encoded to you even before you were born. The problem is that usually we get tangled up in what our society waits or awaits for us or from us. And that's where it gets like a little bit tricky, right? Because we start comparing ourselves to people, we start comparing our goals, we start comparing our so-called success to others, and that is where we get really confused about the self-esteem and the self-worth. So the self-esteem has a lot to do with measuring ourselves to others. Unfortunately, confuse the concept of self-worth with self-esteem, even though they are very different. And the problem is that if you continue to compare your self-worth and your self-esteem, you may be left very confused. Your self-worth just is. As I said, it just is. And it's for you to see it, it's for you to value it. The thing is, your self-worth is so valuable, there is nothing you can do to increase it. And it's something that you just have. You are worth it. You are so worth it. You are so valuable that there's no way to measure that. You just are. Another thing that I want to tell you guys is that there's a lot of people that has a lot of self-esteem, but they don't have self-worth. You see them or you hear them and you know that their self-esteem is very high, but their self-worth is not there. They don't feel valuable, they don't feel lovable, they don't feel worth it. So all of this really has to do with perception. and self-love. Just love yourself. You are worth it. You are valuable. You are important. You are here with a mission. You just need to remember that all the time, all the time. So don't let yourself get tricked with somebody else's rules or concepts of what you are supposed to be or what you are supposed to achieve in order for you to feel worth it, because you are worth it. Your self-worth, as I said before, is unmeasurable. It's so valuable. You cannot really measure that. It's just there. It just is. So I hope that this clears a little bit the misconceptions between self-worth and self-esteem, that they are the same. They are truly not. They are truly not. And just know that you are worth it. You are valuable. You are perfect the way you are. Just remember that all the time. You are so loved. I will see you guys on the next video.